Aaron,
Yes, my darling.
I learned a little something new reading up on Bahamut stuff.
Do tell.
Bahamut and Torm are buddies.
Mm-hmm.
They're like soldier buddies.
I thought we already established that.
Did we? And I just forgot.
I think, yeah, I think you brought it up before, and I was like, yeah, that checks out. Why wouldn't like that makes sense? Because yeah, I believe like the Tormites helped in the War of the Dragon Queen and all that too. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. They're real good buddies. So you would have invested a special invested interest in this outside of the Tiamat shenanigans that were sprinkled in before.
Yeah. I guess that just triggered my memory because I saw the Bridges of Torm and then I went and I reread Bahamut stuff and I was like, wait, here he is, Torm. They're like soldier buddies. They get along. They were in the trenches together.
Hmm.
Except by trenches, they were like in the sky, raining fire down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it says let's go to hell.
Now we have Tomophos.
Hmm.
After I went through and I finagled everything to get it to work.
Well, I looked at the stuff Max had on there, and he missed the two crucial ones that would enable all of the race slash class combos. So everyone shame finger wag at Max for buying us books but missing the important ones.
I do not
Sorry,
shame.
I haven't fucking bought a
Shame.
legendary fund.
I do not
Shame.
Only
shame.
$400.
I mean, if you would notice the sarcasm in my voice and the appreciation of him buying any books, shame. But yes, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and Volo's Guide to Monsters are now enabled, so everybody has what they need. But yes, do remember if you're using Unearthed Arcana to make sure that on your sheet you click the thingy that says Enable Unearthed Arcana content, because that's where that was missing, Dido.
Gotcha. So bad at reading between the lines.
What? Oh,
I mean, I am.
I know. It's alright. But hey, we've got to go to heck. Ha! Just kidding. We're going to fucking hell. This is an adult stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
should
cut
be
out the
all
casual
updated.
swearing, please? Hell yes.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth. Alright. Let's get the notifications out because it's heckin' heck time.
You know, I was gonna draw Lily, but I really do just like this picture. It's like so ethereal.
Mm-hmm.
So take the picture and shayify it.
It's also an option, yes.
I mean, that's fair, but I'd have to figure out more stuff with overlays to get that sort of for ethereal kind of glowy.
I mean, is that a bad thing, figuring out how to art more?
No, I'm figuring stuff out all the time.
For your call. As you
So we're taking a long rest. Right?
do. No, you took a
Short
short
rest.
rest. Do you want to?
Okay.
Do you want to risk a long rest? I mean, it is entirely in your wheelhouse if you want to.
I'm just trying to make 100% certain if I can like prepare my spells because I
No, what you
I
guys
couldn't do that.
Yeah, what you guys had decided on was taking a short rest. But
Then I am all set.
okay, because it's an option if you guys want to hunker down and make sure that people are taking watch and doing all that with all the excess people you've got with you. Long rests are an option. Nothing is stopping you from doing so.
Guys, before the shit hits the fan, just
You're in
know I
hell.
love you all.
You can't. You
You're in
wanted to
hell.
say
How
goes
is-
to hell, but you can't.
You're in hell. How has it not hit the fan already?
We came here willingly, so
That's fair.
therefore it's all.
I mean, as it stands, I'm just gonna take over. But just know I love you all.
Hey, that is an option too.
Is it really?
What?
If somehow Lily
What?
becomes a lord of a layer of hell, I will be impressed.
All she has to do is defeat Archon and take his power.
It's perfectly
And, you know,
doable.
be evil.
I mean, or corrupted. Doesn't have to be evil. She could just fall naturally.
You do realize that that a lot of the greatest, actually pretty much all of the most powerful devils are because they became corrupt.
And if Lily falls, I will be completely impressed. So, take that how you...
I mean, my dexterity's pretty low. It's gonna happen.
The roads to evil are paved with good intentions. It's fine.
Oh, hey, if you ever go to heaven, and you bring gold with you, it's just pavement. It has no value other.
It's true. You can literally just dig up the road and be rich. So, last we left our heroes, you all had arrived properly in Elturel, seeing what remained of the once beautiful and benevolent city. Its situation bound and shackled to the first layer, Avernus, stuck as it was in perpetual agony above the eternal battlefield. You all were greeted to the sight of the corrupted companion, a black mass of darkness that shoots lightning and the constant rumble of the ground shifting underneath the floating bound landmass, and the gouts of flames that rise up, and the rivers of fire, and the suffering of the people who survived the shunting from one plane to another. Much of the city is in disarray or destroyed, hundreds of lives lost, and along the way of finding yourselves, or trying to find your way to the High Hall, guided by Rhea, you came across devils that were waylaying innocent citizens in hopes of enslaving them and selling them off down below in Avernus to upgrade their rank and status. You all intervened, killing the devils and finding that on this plane, their deaths were permanent. You met the woman whose name was something Hunt. So, oh god, what is all this green text that I have to scroll past Roll20?
Harkina Hunt.
Harkina, that's her first name, yeah. Weird first name. Harkina Hunt and her two children, both very young and infantile, both of which do not know the concept of remaining quiet in a burning hellscape. But you rescued her. She was eternally grateful for the help and had handed over some silver arrows to Valkarin, seeing as how her bow had been broken before Tink repaired it. You all had started making your way towards one of the bridges called Torm's Blade, where you found a number of devils patrolling and maintaining the bridge to prevent access of any scragglers who were trying to cross from one side to the other. Quickly learned that the bridges were blessed, possessing runes that would spark up holy magic And in an attempt to activate the ritual, it backfired horribly, causing you all to take great amounts of injury, as the unholy nature of the area overtook the runes. You withdrew after killing several of the devils, but realizing that the fight would turn quickly against you. And so now you've hunkered down in an abandoned building to take a short rest and regather yourselves along with the survivors, including a number of trio of dwarves that you rescued from a collapsed building. And so now, after some time to collect your senses and get your bearings again, you step out onto the ruins of Elturel to try and find your way around.
So while we're taking our short rest,
Yes, there were things we wanted to cover beforehand.
I'm going to first go over to Lily.
I probably the first thing I did was make sure that the survivors were all right, and especially the children. And then I'd probably I'll join Valkaren when she asks for me. Is there something you need?
Now would probably be a good time to stop fighting the inevitable and attune to that shield.
I'm going to glance to the rest of the party first. And
what's this about a shield?
We have a shield with a powerful devil attached to it.
Oh, well then, just run-of-the-mill shield then.
It's true. It is fairly standard from where I come from.
See, I was being sarcastic. That's much more worrying.
Finding devil spirits within items is a common practice.
Where do you come from?
A devil in hell could be a good ally.
Callum-shan. So it probably isn't a common practice.
If you're going to lie to him, please roll Deception.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
On a different note, Karin, can I see your bow?
Lily, you get the sense that that might not be true, but it seems like Tink is going to believe it.
I didn't mean to roll twice.
I have an insight of 2.
And?
Let's see what happens. Oh, I don't.
You Leo DiCaprio squint at him.
Yeah, it turns out devils aren't actually that common over in the Callum-shan desert.
No, you
No,
probably...
I squinted him.
You probably bound elementals would be closer to the truth if you knew it, if you knew anything about it, but you were probably...
Genasi, of course I know about them.
You were probably poor, so you probably didn't actually bind elementals like the great sultans of the Kalimshan desert.
I mean, if he's ever been to the city of Brass, maybe.
It's very unlikely.
I'm gonna take off my bow and look at Tink skeptically. I will be getting this back, right?
Uh-huh. Better than before.
Okay, I've got my eye on you. I will hand him my bow.
If I really am going to attune to this shield and I really don't want to, then I'm gonna have a few stipulations.
Haven't you tried that in the past? With great failure, might I add.
I tried forcing it. My original idea was not to accept an ally of convenience.
And do you really think this thing will be willing to bargain?
Not at all.
I think at this point, it's an ally of necessity.
Well, as they say, fight fire with fire.
It's not gonna work though.
Why
If you're
not?
going platoon, there are not. I doubt it's going to allow stipulations.
Exactly. It's a. Not only is it a devil and a stickler for the rules, it's a magical item. In this case, it has all the power and all the sway. It might want you to use it, but it can also just, wait for someone else to come along and use it. It doesn't have to do anything. If you want to use it, you have to agree to it. I don't see any room for bargaining in that situation. You have
Yes.
nothing it wants.
I hold up a hand. I have plenty of room for arguing with it. It very much wants me to wield it. And it wants something else, but it has not told me what, despite me asking.
If I were a devil stuck in a shield, I know what I would want.
Freedom, murder,
Freedom, murder.
genocide, regicide.
All of the above.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I'm not going to commit murder for this thing.
So
But
we'll
murder.
call it regicide.
No. Where does...
If you don't want to wield it, I suggest you give it to someone who does or can.
You
would.
committed murder
but
for
I
innocent
have-
people.
What are you talking about? I'm just staring incredulously at the kobold.
Wait, those devils. We murdered them. You murdered them. Well, I guess I
They're-
technically killed them.
They're evil entities.
You still killed them. I don't
They
think.
tried to kill us.
Uh-huh.
I shot
And
them.
that's fair. Self-defense is fine, but in, the grand scheme of everything, you committed murder.
No, I didn't.
You're not thinking very logically.
I am...
Ray is gonna chime in as well and say she defended a woman and her 2 children. Killing and murder are 2 entirely different things, especially if you understand how law works. Murder is a premeditated and evil action. There's a difference between hunting to survive and killing something for the pleasure of it.
We came here in anticipation of having to kill devils, right?
Yes,
We
of course.
did that.
It's not murder.
I'm not saying what she did was wrong, but I'm saying it.
I'm just saying the word doesn't mean what you think it does.
The primary objective here is not to kill devils, though I will if I have to protect people. I'm here to help these people.
Then maybe one of these people, when we get to the High Hall, can use the shield. Because that's inevitably what's going to happen. If you don't wield it, Someone else will.
If anything, you have had experience with the shield for quite some time now. It would be safer you having it than any of those people who might not understand what it actually.
It's the devil. It wants to corrupt. Hidden Lord, do you have anything to say?
So, yeah, about that, you notice that he hasn't said anything since you've arrived in Elturel. And when you ask, does he have anything to include, you just hear, yeah, I don't really care. Wield me if you want, but our agreement remains the same.
And what do you want of this agreement?
Wield me.
Is that all?
In time, we can negotiate. For now, that will do.
And do you promise not to wrest control of myself again?
Should you desire not to cheat on our bargain.
Currently, the bargain is just for me to wield.
It's always been the bargain. When you try and cheat the contract, I'll respond in kind.
And if I do this,
You'll have my
I want
power.
I also want to reserve the right to unattune, just as you do. I think that's fair, yes?
Of course.
I want to insight check the shield. Or the entity inside it. The shield's a shield.
It sounds believable, but you notice there's a difference in the tone behind the Hidden Lord.
He sounds depressed for some reason.
No, his current misso is playing hard to get. What do you expect?
It's about this time that Lulu flutters over and says, "Hey, did you know that babies need food? I've been talking to Miss Hunt, and she says that her babies need food. I don't ever eat, so I'm not really sure what food is, but they're so adorable. But they're also loud. And one of them's really stinky. And did you know that it had a cannon? She was changing it, and it started shooting a laser."
That's
Not.
I believe it's time to
chicken.
go.
It looked like a trunk. Is that a human trunk?
Yes. Yes, it is, Lulu.
Wow. My trunk shoots sparkles, not lasers.
What color was this laser?
Yellow! Like my fur.
Did this
might.
laser hit you, Lulu?
No, I'm too fast.
Lily just opens her mouth, closes it, opens it, closes
Hey,
it.
Lulu.
Yeah?
That cannon can shoot white stuff too.
What? That's amazing.
I look
Maybe
confused.
in several years.
I want to
Not
see
right
all
now.
the human cannons.
I start to look really confused.
So the Holy Fit brings up a good point. What are we supposed to eat down here? I mean, I brought rations, But
Yes.
those aren't going to last forever.
I have quite the succulent bearded devil head, but I don't believe it will
I'm
be
not
that
sure
edible.
that that's actually something you should eat.
Well, considering it's a poisonous creature, probably not.
Or that it's an entity of pure evil. I imagine evil doesn't taste very good.
We'll see about that.
I mean, I won't, but you do you, I guess.
If you're gonna try, at least cook it. Maybe. How do you cook something down here?
With fire.
Okay.
Darren just summons fire in his hand. It's quite simple, really.
Okay.
So this entire time, Tink's just been sitting down with his tinker tools and Valkarin's bow, and has just been slapping little things onto the. Just like a sleeve around the handle, and some metal bits at the top, but nothing big.
And what does that do?
Nothing right now, but when I can power it in the morning, it'll be. I am just in story terms
Gotcha.
making it so that it's setting it up for that.
Gotcha. Okay. So, anything else for this hour?
I reluctantly attune to the shield.
Excellent. So, several sessions after acquiring the shield, we'll finally get to learn what it does. Where are you, Hidden Lord Shield?
That subtle shaming.
No, not subtle. Very, very on the nose. Okay, so I'm going to just enable this for you to see. Oops, not the edit. So you should see in the magic item appendix, there is the Shield of the Hidden Lord. So as you know, while holding the shield, you'll gain a AC bonus of 2. Once you now have a resistance to fire damage, you of course know that it is sentient. It has 3 charges. You can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast Fireball, or 2 charges to cast Wall of Fire from the shield. There's also an ability that the shield has that you don't get to control. Let's just go ahead and tweak that.
Yes.
So it doesn't have a magical AC property. It is just the +2 that having a shield has. The big thing about this magic one is that you have resistance to fire, and it's 2 fire powers. Very useful in hell. Aren't you glad you waited?
Yeah. There's. I mean, even in the first chapter, there's like half the stuff was immune.
Human.
Yeah, but they were only once in a while, and and that was mostly the death cult.
I wouldn't say once in a while. There was a whole villa full of people you could have murdered with fire.
We didn't have it then.
We didn't have it until we started fighting the wyvern.
Yeah, you could have blown fireballed Morph's character. before he
Yeah,
was
that would-
carried off to his
That
death.
that would have brought the thing entirely full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Well, no, I would have had to roll a nat 20, get back to 1 health, and just be like, huh, what? Before embracing fiery death.
Racing fiery death. Yeah, so, hey, there you go.
While Lily's doing that, I also want to talk to Rhea during this long rest.
Mhm.
Short rest.
Alrighty, she's available.
Sorry, I had waffle in my mouth.
Waffle.
Rhea, how are you holding up?
Me? Well, considering we're in hell, I suppose fine. It's not the best situation we can be in, but I suppose you have to kind of dwell on your situation and well, it sucks. Let's be real. This isn't a good place to be right now. And this is my home. Wish I could have showed you guys it in a better condition, so there's that. And everything I've known my whole life is a lie. So just been kind of processing all that the last day.
You seem to be processing it better than I thought you would have when I first met you.
Well, hitting devils with my sword seems to really relieve a lot of that stress.
I know that feeling all too well. How are you handling the Krieg situation?
Well, it probably would have felt really good to kill him, but I think not giving him what he wanted was the best thing we could have hoped for. And I'm sure we won't run into him down here. If the Waterdeep justice system holds up, I'm sure no crazy open lord of Waterdeep will just execute him for condemning an entire city to hell. Oh god, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Hidden Lord.
No, it could be the open lord. You don't know what Mert's personality is like. Mert is
What?
the open lord of Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah, assless chaps,
Look,
leader of the
was
Harpers. I know
I
what you
was
were
coughing
coughing
The
about.
most secretive organization ever.
A secretive
Known as
organization
the
known as
Harpers.
the Harpers. Yes, yeah. Mert is all about the death penalty and gun rights. So you probably she realizes she's like, oh god, he's probably going to be killed, and we're going to run into him again.
Yeah, we fucked up.
We are probably going to run into him down here. I was prepared for that when we captured him.
Can he be killed twice? Would that be a thing? Can you die again down here?
I would very much like to test that theory.
Rhea, I think you've been around me a little too
He
long.
asked that as the Genasi is looking over a devil's severed.
Not just looking over it, I actually want to try and harvest it.
I
in this
mean-
short.
Yeah, no, devils, this is their natural plane. I'm wondering about people who are sent here, like, because this isn't their plane, but it would be interesting to see. I'm intrigued.
Well, Rhea, I know betrayal can be hard. And as I'm saying this, I lift up my shirt all the way up, like, to my shoulder, like, above my boob, to show her, like, vines that just, like, run up my side and into the middle of my chest.
Does it
I've been there a time or two.
look like a tattoo, scars, or actual lines?
It's a tattoo of vines, but they look like purpley and bruised.
Oh. She has a moment where she looks like she wants to reach out and touch it, and she thinks better of it, but is like, AI?
You can go right ahead.
I blush
Curiously,
a little.
yeah, like she doesn't seem phased by it. She probably like reflexively tries to look away before realizing you're showing her something that's not your chest, and then she's just like, "Oh," and touches the tattoos and is like, "You got this from where you're from?"
No, I got this from the material plane.
Oh, I did not know there was a difference. I honestly didn't know that you could go to hell, but here we are.
Well, my home is a lot darker than this.
Oh, well,
Please tell me you mean that literally and not figuratively.
I mean, technically both.
Yeah, technically both. I was once betrayed by someone very, very dear to me. And the pain was excruciating. And this is my souvenir.
Oh, well. Mm, I suppose I'm sorry that you had to go through that pain, but if I can be honest, it's a cool souvenir. I don't think I could handle getting a tattoo.
It, it just appears
Appears?
every time I die. I have a new one.
Do do you die often?
I pull up I put my shirt down. I kind of hold my collar out, and so that she can get a better look of the tattoo of the tribal symbols around my neck. Hold on, let me see what other tattoos I have. Oh, I pull up the other side of my shirt and I show her a sunburst on my hip. Um, then I pull it up even farther up and show her my back and my legs.
Doing that thing where like I'm trying not to look but keep peeking.
And this is really cool, even out of character, because tattoos have a story, and these are your death stories. So, Rhea's actually looking really fascinated by it. She's like, well, I suppose technically I get a do-over as well if I die here. Maybe I'll get a tattoo if something happens.
It's quite possible. My most memorable one, excuse me, is the first one I showed you.
The vines? You actually remember each one?
I remember bits and pieces, not too much. I definitely remember the pain of being killed by the one you love.
She kind of glances over at Lily and she says, "That sounds awful."
It was quite awful.
Did you end up finding them? After, I mean?
That's the thing about the Raven Queen. She takes and she gives. But this time, I asked her to take his identity because we both knew what I would do.
I see.
You mean you gave your memory of him away?
Most. There are a lot of times that she takes the memories for herself and doesn't give them back. But I asked for a few in return, and that was the price I paid. Was my revenge.
Do you have any regrets?
No. I don't regret much.
kind of envy that about.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I kind of envy that about you.
Don't. So, Tink, what are you doing to my bow?
Oh, well, at this point, and he just tightens one remaining screw and starts walking back over with it and hands it over. It's done. I'll have to see it again in the morning to charge it properly, but that will allow you to later you'll just draw the bow back and it will be able to make its own ammunition like mine does. The arrows will vanish, of course, after hitting their target, but uh, it'll allow you to. You were complaining about not having a magic bow, and this will hurt the devils just as much as a magic weapon would.
And the arrows just appear.
Yes, assuming it is powered. That is something I've learned to do with my own magic. I can make little batteries, but for today, the batteries are, and he holds up his own crossbow and pulls out a little tiny wand from his pouch. These.
That is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've been using the crossbow myself. You guys have seen the bolts go in. That's the same thing that will happen with your bow now. Once I can charge it. The wand. This is my favorite one because it's helpful when getting around. Not just kobold tunnels, but like dwarf dens and everything like that. It's a wand of secrets. You wave it, and it shows like hidden doors and secret compartments and stuff.
That's really useful.
Yeah, usually. But I don't know how useful it'll be down here, so I figure upping our survivability would be the best use of my powers, batteries, whatever down here.
It might be worth playing with that little wand of yours in the high hall once we get there. That place must be riddled with secrets, considering who was in charge of it.
Yeah, if we can make it there within the end of the day, otherwise I'd have to give up one of the other enchantments later.
Don't give up your resources for me. I could kill just as well without it.
Those silver arrows will only last for so long, but I agree. And I can do something similar for anyone else's weapon. Though, he points to Sindarin. You're on your own. I don't know how to make prosthetics.
You can't make a nice set of knuckle dusters, or perhaps a cestus, perhaps.
I don't know how to make weapons, only enhance them.
No matter. I can make the weapons myself. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that was kind of my meaning. I can't improve your. Yeah. But otherwise, I'm good to go at this point, I think.
Well, go on.
No, you go ahead.
While Lily was playing around with that shield, could I have harvested the demon head in my possession?
You already did.
I mean, I already have the demon head, but I want to more accurately rip out the eyes and take off the beard tendril things.
Make a survival check to
According
clean.
to the PDF, this would actually be religion.
You're cleaning it for consumption. It's going to be survival.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And you do a bang-up job of it.
Fantastic. So 2 demon eyes and
Just go ahead and say you've sheared off the scaly bits of it. You plucked out the eyes. You probably hollow out all the internals, which would include the brain and
5 tendrils.
Meaty tendrils for consumption.
You can make a flail out of them.
Meaty
Yeah, a magic flail.
tendrils for consumption.
I'll eat one of them. The rest of them can be flails.
Meaty tendrils for consumption.
If we're all ready to go, I have an idea for the bridge, maybe.
Well, I was thinking I could try the runes again. Sorry it didn't work last time.
Well, what I was thinking is I can try and sneak up on the flying things.
Rhea chimes in. There is another bridge.
We'll try the other bridge.
I'm just pointing it out. If we want to try fighting and shutting down the runes and stuff, that's an option. I'm just, hey, there's a.
This
Yeah.
stands to reason that the other bridge would be well guarded as well.
Yes.
This one has
Yes, but
the
we wouldn't
magical
have to. We
defenses
wouldn't have
and
to contend with unholy energy trying to burn us to death.
I'd consider that a colossal misfire, considering what the runes are meant to do. If Lily is being truthful.
Well, I mean, we could check the other bridge. You never know; it might be unguarded, and if it is, does the other one not have runes?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, nothing can
Okay.
hurt checking the other bridge.
Agreed.
Either way, I can still try and sneak up and see if I notice any ruins or if there are devils, and then come back and let everybody else know without getting everybody spotted.
Sounds reasonable to me.
All right, we'll trail behind. How far behind would you like us to be?
A good 40, 50 feet. Maybe even farther.
I'll give a nod, and then as I stand, I'm gonna just reach up and grab my shoulder and heal myself for 10 points because I did roll terribly on my hit die.
Yeah, you did.
So we're gonna go to the far bridge.
The northern one is the one you want to head towards? Not Torm's Blade. Rhea will tell you that this one also has a really cool name. You want to know what it's called?
Torm Shield.
No. Close, though.
Torm
Someone else's blade.
Armor.
You're going in the wrong direction. It's Orm's Reach. You were close, though. You weren't too far off the money there. Somebody give me. Oh, and I probably should open this PDF up too. I believe it was a. Yeah. No, it's not the. D10, please.
Didn't you have one of these that we didn't get?
Did I have one banked? I can
Yeah.
have one banked. That's fine. I can find that.
I'm getting ready to roll it,
It's
so say
ready.
now.
Okay. Let me pull up this file that I.
Oh, we rolled the D100, not the D10.
Oh, yeah. You rolled for the random encounter. I remember now. Move this over.
Want me to roll?
No. Actually, yes, please, because yes, we concluded that you didn't have the roll. 8. Okay. At the bridges. 8. Okay. Shrink that down because it's a bit. Okay. I like that one. So, you guys start to move off, heading your way north with Rhea leading. Your civilian companions falling behind from a safe distance. And as you're moving through the area, you see that there is a charred humanoid corpse in the middle of the street, clutching a silvered longsword in its hand.
Oh god, that's useful. Do we all see that, or is it just?
Yeah, it's out in the open. There's a burnt corpse in the middle of the road holding. It's very much laying in like one of the like I curled up and died because I was on fire positions, not like somebody left it there. It's obviously not laid out like it was bait, but it's somebody got set on fire and died in a curled up pained position, and they were holding a silver sword.
I am gonna start looking around. So, I know
Tink will
about
walk up
Valkyrie.
and pick up the longsword.
Tink will walk up and pick up the
Okay.
Tink, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please, as the ground starts to rumble and there is another gout of flames that rise up from around the corpse.
Okay.
So much for being
Should I
careful.
do that for Gadget?
Yeah, if you're writing Gadget.
Good thing
Okay.
3 of us are resistant to fire.
Yeah, none of the resistant people went up. Alrighty, so
Tink's resistant, isn't he?
he's just a kobold.
I can be.
Oh, dang.
Alright, so the gout of flames shoot up, but the two of you are able to leap back in time. But because you passed, you will only take half of what will be rolled here. So you will take 9 points of fire damage as the heat of it grazes you and continues to char up a little extra crispy this corpse. But you are now holding a silvered longsword in your hand.
I really don't know where that thing went. I don't know how much health Gadget has right now.
Well, hopefully it's above 9.
It's definitely above 9, but the sheet doesn't allow me to edit his health, so I only have what would be his total.
Well, you healed
And
him.
I forget what I healed him, but I don't know if I healed him back to full last time.
I don't think it took any damage, any significant damage.
We took the holy stuff or whatever, the trap.
Right. Hold on. Let me go back to the other bar. I can tell you where his health is. Tink is sitting at... Oh, it's not marked on his sheet. Great.
I know what Tink's at. I don't know what Gadget's at.
No, that's what I mean. The thingy's health isn't marked on its token either. Looks at more. Gadget, there you are. Alright, find me the damage that it took during the holy.
Where was the holy?
Okay.
Would have been a ways raise up?
25. And I think it happened twice.
No, only once.
It only happened once,
Oh.
and I believe we saved, so we only took half.
Yes, that did happen.
And then I healed for 14. I healed him for 14.
Okay, so he would be at full then. Because half of 25 is only 12, rounding down.
Okay, so then he's at 22 currently.
Oh, you have its thing listed as 31.
Yeah, that's his max. If he healed back to full, he'd go down another 9 hit points to 22.
Okay. 22 it is.
I'm gonna check out the body to see if the fire came from the body.
Okay. Please make me an investigation roll.
Damn.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow.
No. You roll the body over and you start looking it over. You see that the person probably didn't notice that there was a fissure on the road there, and you could feel heat emanating from it, but you roll the body away to a safe distance and continue inspecting it, and you find another item on him. It is a potion of a bluish, milky white substance that feels a little cold to the touch.
Okay.
I do step forward and I look at Tink. Are you
Am I what?
okay?
He finishes patting out the flames. Yeah, a bit toasty. I'm not used to being that warm, but I suppose I was asking for it. Here. And he's going to hand Lily the sword.
Did you see how he's dressed? He's practically asking for it.
Well, just be careful, okay?
You know, I feel like Valkarin probably said that to Thirstwell too. See how he's dressed? He's practically asking for it. Because he was in a night.
You know what? Thevius Krieg was dressed kind of the same way and tied.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait,
It's just a Tuesday for Valkarin. She probably
Uh-huh.
Oh, go
on. She probably learned from a certain different ASMR that the party knows or might know. Back in Waterdeep.
I read it in a book somewhere.
But yes, Sindarin will find Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Thus far, we've only been here a short time, yet we've come across 2 items that have been silvered. This town was renowned for having a big scourge problem in the past. Is that a common, are silvered weapons common around these parts?
Well, this is a holy city, or was a holy city. She kind of frowns at that, having to admit it out loud. We specialized ourselves in being a bastion of good, and yes, having a stockpile of some silvered weapons is something we did, and us Hell Riders were trained to have them, and we might be able to find more if we reach the High Hall, if it's intact, if it still stands.
And speaking of, here, and I'll turn the blade hilt first toward.
She looks at it and she says, "Oh, I mean, thank you, but you probably should take it. You're much more."
I've seen you wield yours.
It isn't silver. That's true.
If I have to, I can try using my magic, but assuming I can maintain concentration. Uh, but you don't have anything like that, so
No,
yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Whew. All right. Rhea, do you happen to know who would be in charge?
Wow, didn't know we were big on re-gifting around here.
I'm-
Tink says, holding his now empty hands.
Would you like the shield? Would that make you feel better?
I thought we weren't re-gifting.
Oh, this is.
Sure. Just pass me off like a discarded piece of me. I'm sure Valkarin would like to use me as well.
Why is everyone so moody?
You say that out loud, or do you think it?
I'd probably say that.
I'm not moody. I'm always happy. Although I suppose happiness is a mood too. Does that count? I'm sorry. I could stop.
No, I want you to be happy.
Good. I want you to be happy too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
About how far away from the bridge are we?
Still a little ways. Do you point out the potion to the others?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I found this.
Do you know what it does?
No.
Well, maybe Tink can figure it out.
I could in the morning. Potions aren't my specialty, so I'd have to prepare the identify spell.
Well, here you go. Happy birthday, Tink. I will give it to her.
Oh, it's not my birthday yet.
Is Tink a boy or a girl? I'm confused.
Yes.
Does it matter?
It might.
Tink is a boy.
It might. How cute are you in robes? Or in rope?
Oh no. But he will slip the
Here,
potion
Tink,
into
I give
his
many
sack.
gifts.
Okay.
I will figure out what it is in the morning then.
In the morning. Alrighty. So, it doesn't take long for you all to continue on making your way through the city. Where are we? Oh, yeah, you're on that map. Cool. Just gonna adjust because I was on the other screen. All continue forward. And you get to the new bridge. This bridge looks much like the other, much like Torm's Blade. But instead of seeing the group of fiends that were keeping watch on here, you see a lone figure on the opposite end of the bridge. They look like they're about to start crossing their way over, but it is a dark rider in black armor with hints of red, a long cape, and then a horse that equally is dark in complexion, and the clop of its hooves against the stone erupt in fire.
I pull out my bow.
Lulu flutters over to you and says, No, this is bad.
Too strong for us?
This is a very powerful fiend.
Let's backtrack to the other bridge then.
I will walk backwards.
Could I try to identify what this fiend is?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
make a
as well.
religion check.
Not one of the knowledges I'm trained in, but
In fact, you may make double religion checks to identify both creatures.
okay. 16 on the second one.
15 and 23 from.
Okay. Lily, having the best result, and then the secondary result will come for Tink as well. Lily, you recognize that the rider is a creature called a Narzugon, and Tink and Lily both recognize the description of a nightmare.
And I would I know that those are corrupted unicorns?
Hold on. I can give you more information. I'm going to give you the Narzagon information first.
Okay.
So you know that a Narzagon is actually a corrupted paladin who made a deal with a fiendish entity, and this was their reward in death. They are especially valuable lieutenants in hell, and it would do a great deal of good in the plains to end one of their unlives. Um, you know that they also have very powerful lances, and they're often bounded to nightmares as a sort of cavalry. And then nightmare. It's a demon or hell horse. It serves as steed of creatures of exceptional evil, carrying demons, devils, death knights, liches, night hags, and other vile monsters into battle. It resembles a fiendish horse, and it has a fiery mane and red eyes that betray its malevolent intelligence. They are creatures of the lower planes, but no, nothing about being corrupted unicorns. These are actual entities of themselves.
Yeah, it was either unicorns or pegasi. I forget, but
yeah, in folklore that is the case, but it doesn't seem to have carried over into 5th edition.
I will, as we're backing up and retreating, I do kind of like eye it, like sometime we might be facing that
Someday,
thing, but
somewhere, at some time. As you all start to back up, you see that the nightmare rears up onto its hind legs and then starts to make a charge across the bridge. It looks like it might have noticed you.
I'm gonna hide.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I rolled a perception and it got really high.
Yep, I'm gonna try to get the people to safety.
Shit.
Oh, I can just use the same bridge. Let me move some of these demons off. I'm just going to clean up this bridge because I can use that one. Here.
How wide across is the bridge?
20 feet.
Okay.
So it's 20 feet from one side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge?
Yeah, the walkable length of the bridge is 20 feet.
Okay.
From one side to the other. It's, I believe it was 100 feet across. Hold on, because I do have the details of it. There you go.
And how far is the bridge from us?
You guys are going to be at the base of the bridge when you notice this. Where's the details? There were details on here because I used it to make the map last time. Yes. Oh, excuse me. More than 100 feet long. Thank you for exact measurements, Wizards of the Coast. But yes, it is 20 feet across. Okay. Let me flip you guys onto this map. Please position yourselves on it as needed. I'll plop Rhea. Oh, that's the wrong. That's why it doesn't move. I'll plop Rhea back in here. And then we're going to roll initiative. Let me clear the old initiative. Turn this. There we go. Rhea's not in. It's Narzagon, that's the nightmare. Lulu's sheet and Rhea's sheet.
Hey, it's as high as I can get.
Lily, I have an idea.
Retreat?
Very much so.
Yep.
But what I was going to say is, you have a wall of fire.
It's a devil. With my roll, would I know whether or not it is immune or resistant?
Please put down the wall of fire.
You would
As
know.
far as you can.
You would know that it is immune to fire.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
I need you to trust me. Please put down the wall of fire.
Alright, well, he is asking for a wall of fire, so on your turn, you can choose to put down a wall of fire if you so see fit. But for now, we are in initiative, so we will deal with that action when we get to it. Rhea's initiative, 14. Lulu's initiative shall be a 6. Thank you, Lulu. You're the best. I need to add the Narzagon and the Nightmare. Nightmare. Olifant tokens. Awesome. There he is. There's that boy.
Oh god, that's close.
I told you it started charging towards you.
Okay, yes.
Put you in the... There we go. Alright. Narzagon. It's like Gnomragon, but with a Nars. It's nothing like Gnomragon. Oh.
You're in.
Yep.
So, D&D Beyond saying I got 21 armor, but roll 20 is saying I got 19.
Can you explain to me why?
I do not know.
Okay, so what did you do on D&D Beyond, and what did you do on Roll20? Let's find out what the difference is.
Is the shield an actual item on D&D Beyond?
It is. Well, it's in both, and I put Shield of the Hidden Lord on... I just searched for it and dropped it in my item list.
Sorry, I
for
just
roll 20.
I'm just pulling it up here. Hold on. So... what's that? I'm gonna double check your sheet. Come on, Roll20. Stop acting up. Billy. So, you did not include a shield on your sheet. So it's not counting a shield to your AC because it's not listed on your sheet.
I have it set to automatic.
Yes, you do, but you don't have a shield listed in your equipment.
Shield of the Hidden Lord.
It's not a magic item in Roll20. Not a equipment one.
Oh, okay. Well, now it's saying I have 21.
Yep, because now it knows that you have a shield. Because I dragged over a generic shield.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, you didn't update your AC on Roll20, which is why it didn't work. But you are up to date. Alrighty. I gotta get the initiatives in order. Oop. Didn't change much. Lily, the nightmare and its rider are coming right for you.
I look confused at the kobold, but I'm gonna trust him. Hasn't told me anything. I meant to post that error.
Alright. Where are we putting the wall of fire?
Let's see. Create a wall of fire and solid surface issues. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Okay. So 60 feet long. Wait. Huh? 60, 20 feet high, 1 foot. Or a ringed wall to 20 feet. Yeah. I will make it a ringed wall so it crosses twice.
Okay.
So one on top of it and one like wherever.
No.
And I just say
Don't say where. Don't say wherever. Be specific, please.
one side here and
Mark it on the map for me.
alright, just gonna freehand this. So kinda like that.
Okay, so you want it here and on top of it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just say, everybody start moving back, get the people to safety.
Oh, it would actually be closer to this because it's 60 is all you got to work
That's fair.
with. Okay. So you put up a wall of fire, putting it on each. Actually, because it's not going to be on the sides, so I think you could probably justify about here. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's.
How high was it?
I think it's 20 feet.
Okay. Valkarin, heavy obscuring flames now are on the ridge.
Lily should start running too.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I am backing up and telling everyone else to back up and start retreating.
I'm going to move my movement. And you know what? I'm going to double dash. I'm going to use my movement and my action to run, and my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
So that's 60 feet of movement. I'm not going to shoot him with my feathers.
Alrighty. You told everybody to start backing up?
I did. I said retreat, and I started backing up as well.
Okay. Rhea nods and she says, yes, everybody back up. We've got you covered. And she's going to just start backing up enough to also be standing with Lily, with holding the silver sword up in place. Tink.
Okay, now that everyone's... Well, sort of. I was hoping they'd run a bit more. But Tink's going to pull a little...
Valkarin booked it. She ran...
Oh, I know.
She ran 120 feet.
Tink, you see Tink reach into his little his side satchel, and he will pull out a see-through little kind of gadgety orb loaded with like a light brownish liquid. We'll load it into the crossbow, and I'm going to cast Grease.
Okay.
And I'm going to place it there.
Place it there. Gotcha. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to... I'll put the spell down. And bonus action, he orders Gadget to dash. And
Okay. Sindarin?
Sindarin's gonna grab this NPC here and start legging it if that's all.
Alright, so you're dashing.
We've got to go now.
Dashing as well?
Yes.
Alrighty. The citizens all back up as well. We're just going to say that they'll do it at the end of the initiative, but I'm not going to have them get killed. Basically, they phase out NPC style in an MMO once they're once they're picked up. So they're not technically part of combat unless you all die horribly. The Narzagon and the Nightmare will technically take their turns together since it's a mount. But I have them separated if it is close enough to do actions. So, this comes barreling through. Lily, give me a perception check, please, as it comes out this side of the flames. As you and Lily are bracing for this thing to break through, because you're on foot and it's on horseback. Both of you are trained soldiers and smart enough to realize that you're not going to outrun this thing regardless, which is why you probably didn't go back fast enough. It's certainly why Rhea, who's a trained cavalryman, did not withdraw fast enough. She's hoping that she can delay it with you. As it breaks through the fire, and you basically just gave it inspiration for cool factor because it is literally a fire horse and a fire demon rushing out of a wall of fire.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. You see where Tink had dropped the pool of grease onto the bridge, but you see that the Nightmare's hooves are no longer making contact with the bridge. It is flying, and it continues to barrel forward into where the two of you had braced.
Okay.
So, Nightmare doesn't get actions because it double moved.
I tried.
You did. It wasn't a bad plan. It's just that it's a nightmare. It flies. And its fly speed is faster than its move. So it used its fly to catch up to you.
Does this bridge have a rune?
Yes. Yes, it would. But nobody looked for it. So technically, can assume because you saw it on the first one, but probably was visible, but you did not inquire on your turn. Right. So
it's also not touching the ground.
Technically true, and I think there is something about that. Hold on, I'll double check what I told you last time about the runes, as you already know it. Stonework on each bridge can be activated to produce radiant energy harmful to fiends and undead, unless you corrupt it with a natural one. A creature touching the bridge must succeed on it. Yeah, okay, so it's got to be touching for the roots to hurt it.
Okay, so this is basically shit's hit the fan.
Yeah. All right. So it has. Oh, okay. We'll use each ally within CTP. That doesn't matter. As it approaches the two of you, it uses one of its abilities called Terrifying Command. And it says, "A Hell Rider and a Paladin. This is my lucky day. Kneel, wenches." And I need a charisma saving throw to resist becoming frightened for 1 minute from both you and Rhea. Also, let's see here. What is this? Okay, that doesn't apply. Lulu's thingy doesn't help you. You do not feel shaken by this this command.
I'm scared. I'm just not retreating.
Yeah, you're not. No, like his words don't rattle you to your core. Rhea, however, you can see that she's visibly shaken. She's been trained to fight fiends, but it looks like this might be the first really terrible one she's got to fight. But she's gripping the silver sword in both hands and trying to hold her ground. But for now, she has the frightened condition. It's the terror one. There it is. So Rhea has the frightened condition, and now it will make attacks. It's going to put 2 on Rhea because she's frightened, and 1 on you. Also, I'll let the frightened condition as well.
Yeah, I know what it does.
And
Creature cannot move closer to the target.
a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Can't willingly move closer. So she is going to hold her ground, but she will be at disadvantage for her attacks. I remember to turn off the whisper rolls this time. Never whisper rolls. Auto roll damage. Roll 20, you need to fix this. Oh. Huh. Interesting. 1, 2. So it's going to be 19 and a 14 to hit Rhea. He will take the 19.
God, that's a lot.
Yeah. So this lance made of dark wrought iron and flames stabs into her, and she cries out as it pierces her armor, and it does, in fact, really, really hurt. Thankfully, you all had stopped to take a rest, because if you hadn't, she would have been in a bad place.
I will.
28. It's 28. The 14.
Yeah, I'll do it.
The 14 will not hit. Sorry. The 14 will not hit, and it gets 1 more swing, which is going to make on you. There's a 21 to hit.
Just hits.
Alrighty. So you're going to take 7 piercing and 20 fire.
Yep. I will use my reaction to channel divinity. Where is it? Where is my divinity? I know it's here somewhere. Rebuke the violent. He takes equal amount of damage that he dealt
Against
in
a creature
radiant.
other than you.
Yeah.
Alright, so immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15. On failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half as much on a success. Well, hey, that's good, because you're going to convert all that fire into radiant if it fails.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. On perception checks, that doesn't matter. There we go. It's going to have advantage on the saving throw.
Does it... God damn it.
What were you going to ask, hun?
Is its advantage just magic, or...
On spells and
does it
other
say
magical effects.
Okay.
Yep, they made sure to make that very precise on it, so it's not ambiguous. It resists, but it will take half of what it dealt to Rhea on that first swing, which would be 28, so 14 radiant damage. Let me double check, make sure this isn't taking any vulnerabilities. Why are there no vulnerabilities? You would really think that radiant would be a vulnerability for these things.
Yeah.
But hey, it...
Solars and like 2 gods are the only things in the game that have resistance against radiant.
No, I want vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Holy things should be hurting evil things. But, so That's going to be 14 unresisted damage because the resistances don't apply on here. Okay. Lulu trumpets her horn and she says, "Yeah, let's get evil. Not get evil, but get evil.
Let's retreat, please."
Don't worry. I will, but I'm going to help." And so she's going to trumpet her horn, and she's going to shoot a cone of energy out in a 30-foot cone, which is going to envelop the Nargazon and the Nightmare.
Does it look like unicorn glitter?
It is, in fact, a trumpet of sparkles, so she does shoot sparkles and glitter out. There you go. So, creatures in the cone must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, taking 48 plus 4 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful save. Evil creatures have disadvantage on the saving throw. Good creatures in the cone take no damage. So she literally shoots out a gout of sparkles just around you, and the Narzagon is like, "Ah, it's so pretty! Ah!" And so he will have his advantage negated, and the Nightmare is not subject to it, so it rolls at disadvantage. Nightmare first. Oh, of course I didn't change the Nightmares. I remember the Narzagon. Roll. Auto roll. That roll for me. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll it. Hey, there you go. It rolled an 18, but I wanted to re-roll it publicly just so you have it. So it got a nat 1. Then the Nightmare's gonna take full damage. And Narzagon. Oh. Hey, all right. Even
Nice.
you see that bonus it's got on it? Plus 8. Tasty,
And a
tasty.
plus 10 to hit. This thing
Tasty.
is not friendly.
Tasty, tasty dice rolls. I mean, you got a paladin. It's fine. And a holy elephant. A hollyphant, if you will. That's what she's actually called. Alright, so 48. Plus 4. So they're both going to take 23 radiant damage. Unresisted. It looks like it really, really hurt the Nightmare as it rears up and kind of does that, like, sound of pain and annoyance. Narzagon also looks like it is not happy that it just got showered in sparkles. And Lulu's like, "We did it! Run away!" And she darts off. It's going to take a swing at her, though. The Narzagon is. Actually, both of them will. Swoosh. Oh no, Lulu. I'm helping! I'm helping! Lulu, are you resistant to fire? No.
Please say yes.
Only poisons. Only poisons. Lulu goes, "I'm helping!" And, like, the hooves catch her, and she goes, "Blat!" And she falls over here.
Rhea, save her, please.
Well, actually, did I skip Rhea's turn? No, she moved. She moved and braced.
Right.
Actually, it's your turn first.
Smite the nightmare. If it dies, then we can actually make a retreat. That's just.
I mean, that was my plan. Rhea's frightened, so I just say, "Help. Help Lulu, quickly." And I will... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Right, here we go. First I'm going to attack.
Uh, 20 to hit.
The Nightmare specifically.
20 to hit the Nightmare specific. Oh, wow. Good job. Are you doing anything else with that hit?
I am... If the first hit does not make it go down, then yes on the second.
No, the first hit does not kill it. It is only 5 slashing.
Okay, in that case, level 2 smite.
Okay.
So that is
Remember to critical it.
Like 8d8.
gosh, shit damage, but all right.
Uh,
9 below the average. It's... Oh no, fucking, I'm done.
I'm checking your divine smite real quick.
I can post it.
Nope, don't need it. I got it. Stop messing with it. Yeah, okay. I was just double checking the wording to make sure it didn't say that you had to declare it, which I believe you don't. Because it's the same thing, like if you miss, it doesn't burn the spell ones. So, yeah, okay. That's how I feel it is. If you land the hit, you can choose to smite. You don't need to burn your smite if it's going to miss. Or rather, the charge will hold. So, 31 plus 6, 43, 48. When you smite it, it goes down. It had 45 health.
Okay.
So you slash into it. There is a flash of golden radiance as you cut this nightmare down. You see that it does not collapse into a physical body, but it erupts in flame and shadow, and a quartet of little dark iron hooves rattle to the ground at the Narzagon's feet. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. No, acrobatic. Nope. Dexterity saving throw because it's going to avoid falling.
Thank God.
He lands on his feet. And he looks very annoyed that you just broke its mount.
All right, I desperately need to take this opportunity to flee. So, because I cannot take 3 attacks, I do not think I can. So I'm gonna bonus action Sanctuary on Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
And if you allow me, I'm going to pick up Lulu and
Yeah,
I am just running.
Oh, no. You already used your action.
All right. Well, this is happening at the same time then. So I just put Sanctuary on Ray. I say, grab Lulu and let's go. And I will start to run.
Okay.
And he already used his reaction, so.
He did. So you are free to move. Valkarin, you are 120 feet away. You see that your companions are still on the bridge, but it looks like Lily and Rhea were actually holding their own briefly, as they didn't move, and the nightmare has been slain.
I'm gonna stay hidden where I am and ready in action to shoot an enemy if I can see it, if it comes into range. And I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Well,
I'm gonna hide again.
Technically, he's in range right now. You have a longbow, right? Not a short bow?
I have a short bow.
Oh, so it might not be in range then. Okay. Because I think those are much shorter, aren't they? Isn't it 90 feet?
80, 320, or something like.
No, I think that's the longbow, isn't it?
No,
longbow's like
50,
450.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, then technically it is in range right now. If you wanted to shoot, it would just be a disadvantage. Or do you want it in the shooting range?
The range is 80, 320.
Okay, so yeah, you can hit from within 320, from 80 to 320 at disadvantage. But I'm assuming you want it in that good range.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it steps within 80 feet, I will let you know.
I'm gonna hide.
Yep, you're staying hidden. Oh no, you didn't hide last
staying
time.
hidden. Yeah, I did.
Did you
I
hide
rolled
last
like
time?
a 20-something. Yeah.
I thought you dashed.
Yeah, she.
No, I used my movement, my action, and I bonus action to hide. So I'm
Gotcha.
60 feet away.
You're 60.
Oh, so I can shoot it if I'm
Yeah.
60 feet
Okay.
away.
Sorry. When I heard you say you were just moving, I thought you would use your bonus action to dash. So no, you're not 120 feet. You'd be 60. So yes, he is within range right now. If you wanted.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. 24 will hit.
And I'm using one of my silvered arrows.
Okay. 17 damage. The arrow catches it in the shoulder and it grunts in pain because it's silver and it hurts. And hide once more. You're like, Tink did it, and you hide. Rhea, not needing to be told twice and very much terrified, runs, grabs Lulu, hooks it.
As we're fleeing, I don't want Lulu to die from death save, so I'm going to give my divine touch to heal her 5 hit.
It's not your turn.
Okay.
Tink.
I'm 80 feet away, and until I know this thing's not going to, until I know we're safe from this guy, I'm going to put 2 shots into him while ordering Gadget to keep running.
Okay. You had Gadget move twice, so you were 60 feet away. Crossbow's range is what?
80 feet. Gadget has a speed of 4.
That's fine. No. Do you have Gadget move before or after? You have Gadget has a move of 80, so you are 80 feet away. Does he move before or after you fire?
He moves after I fire.
All right, make your fires, please.
23.
5.
I don't think the 12 hits.
Nope. And then you move beyond range of hitting normally. Sindarin.
Yep.
Do you do anything on your turn?
I really want to turn around, run back, and use my auto crit on the runes.
You absolutely can.
I suppose I just...
You absolutely can.
With the end.
I mean, all right. I'm not saying that a certain paladin should steal that great idea, but that is an option.
Sorry, I was fixing my browser. What?
Mind.
No, don't worry about it.
How injured is this guy looking?
Oh, very injured. He looks. If we were doing 5th edition rules, he would look bloodied.
Oh, fucking oath. I'm putting the NPC down, running back to the runes, and doing exactly that. Fucking using my auto crit. I heard Lily do it earlier. I've probably asked about the Lord in question. We will burn together!
Okay. So...
He is on the ground, right?
He is on the ground. His feet do in fact touch.
Yeah.
Alright, so you roll your religion check, you remember the words, you recite it correctly without messing it up, and so you activate the runes. You see that a series of bluish silver words of power activate across the bridge, and the Narzagon looks at them, looks at you, and just kind of growls in annoyance. Anything else on your turn?
So that does a dickload of damage, I trust?
On his turn, yes. Is there anything else on yours?
I might pop my bonus action for Step of the Wind and dash 40 feet away. Because if I don't, I'm going to... I will do that, because otherwise I'll die.
Well, are you a fiend or undead? Because with a natural 20, you know that unless it backfires with a natural 1, like what happened before, it'll only affect fiends and undead.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the 3 attacks.
That's
that
fair.
he can do. Like, sure, I mean,
it's got bigger fish to fry, like a person who just killed its horse, but it does look annoyed that you activated that rune. Anything else in your turn, though?
Yeah, Step of the Wind. Run 40 feet back. I can get back into range next turn if need be.
Alrighty. On the Narzagon's turn, the runes flare to life, sensing a fiendish entity. 4d10. Whoosh!
Wow.
Tasty!
Those runes flare to life. It howls out in pain. It is a massive amount of radiant damage that it takes, and it looks on the verge of collapse, but it does not look happy that it took this damage. Hey, Lily, you did not get very far. By not getting far, I mean you are still within melee range of him if he walks to you. And he does.
I don't have any map to get further, but
You only moved 30 feet. You were in melee with him last round. You only had an action.
he was also prone.
He was not prone. I told you he landed on his feet.
Okay.
So he marches up to you. He looks ragged and annoyed, and he raises his lance. Excuse me. He doesn't get his ×4 bonus for being knocked off his mount, but he takes. Yep, you are immune to his terrifying command. Great. Oh. He looks at you and he says, "You think this is over?" And he touches his hand to his chest, and you see infernal flame flare up once more, and all of the wounds close on his body. But that's its action.
Can you fly still?
Are you asking that on his turn?
Nah, I'm probably not stupid enough to taunt.
Lily has to make a death, or Lulu has to make a death saving throw. Lily is just dead. She has to make a. Alright, so let's see here. Lulu. 14, one pass. Okay. Lily. He looks like all of his injuries have healed.
Yeah, no. Alright.
Would Lily be able to identify if that was an infernal lay on hands? Or...
She absolutely can make a check to decide that on her turn.
I see his wounds are healed. That's all I need to. Oh, God, what do I do?
Fight. Or, well, if you run, you're going to do it, but you can disengage.
Probably automatic crit and pump a smite into him.
You do have an automatic crit.
He is also fully healed. Okay. Okay.
How long does the bridge stay activated?
For 1 minute.
As long as he stays on the bridge, he's going to take that damage again on his turn.
I need to survive, and he's got 3 attacks.
Don't worry, he has a 45% chance to actually hit you.
That's enough. I am absolutely scared shitballs. And probably shakily have no choice, so because if I run he's gonna kill me. I will heal. Where's my healing thingy? Yeah, can't do it as an action, so I'm going to pump every last bit of healing I have into myself. I wish it wasn't a bonus action to spread my wings, but it's not.
Alright, so...
And it is a bonus action to cast Sanctuary.
But the Sanctuary will fall off of Rhea and be on you.
Yes, and be on me. Because yep. That is my... So scared. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
If I run, he takes an attack, and he still gets to hit me again next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's all I got.
All right. Karen. Lily is still holding off against this now fully healed fiend.
There's no way I can do that kind of damage. I'm gonna shoot him with a regular arrow.
A regular arrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't use up all of my silvered ones.
I'd say this is a pretty fair time to use silvered arrows.
Alright, I'll use my silvered one.
Okay. You're hidden, so...
It'll be 24.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll the damage.
My sneak attack is so bad.
Wow, why is it getting progressively worse? Okay. So that arrow will make solid purchase. So you'll deal 13 damage to him.
I'm gonna use my movement to move back another 30 feet, and I'm going to bonus action.
Alrighty. Rhea spends her time running with Lulu. She catches up to the group because she double moves. Tink!
Shit.
If you
You
can
guys
knock
keep
them
going.
down, if you can knock them down, make them have disadvantage, anything.
He is very far away.
I'm gonna tell the others to keep running, and I'm gonna go back the 40 feet.
You are much farther than that.
I know I'm much farther, but
You're
would 40
reversing.
feet get me back in range?
I guess it would put you back on. It would have put you at the 80 before it moved, so you would be 50 feet away now.
It'd be how many?
50.
I'm sorry, you keep cutting out on my hand.
50.
50? Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna have Gadget run me back 40 and take more pot shots at this guy.
Okay.
And it's only going to be the 40, as I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite.
Okay. Damage, great.
Yep. Unlike the Paladin, I cannot call this out afterwards, so I'm doing it beforehand. So
Yep.
my next attack will use this.
Well, your next hit.
Or the next hit. Yeah.
Which will be now.
23.
Yep, 23 will hit. So 6 piercing and 6 radiant.
6 radiant, yep.
Target if invisible, target sheds dim light and can't become invisible. Okay, cool.
And then I will take another shot at him. 19.
19 does not hit. It bounces off its heavy plated armor.
Wow.
Frick.
Anything else?
I believe that's it for me.
Alrighty.
Yes. So that just means on his turn, Gadget will take the dodge act.
Mm-hmm. Sindar.
This is gonna be stupid, but in the interest of keeping him on the bridge for as long as possible, I'm going to run back in range.
I was going to say Lily being there is keeping him on the bridge, but yes, you can jump in.
That too. If possible, I'd like to also get around him to try and set up a flank, if I have enough movement.
I mean, you can step of the wind to do that because you had been moving back, and I honestly wasn't keeping track of yours, but you would be far.
He moved closer last turn, so I should be in range for normal attacks.
Yeah,
You're a monk too.
You're also a monk.
Yeah. I won't step of the wind for the sake of a flank, but I'll pop my astral arms and just kind of stand nicely, pretty much where I am on the map relative to where Lily is, just behind her, so I'm 10 feet away. And I'm going to try and rail him twice.
Sure. 8 will not hit, nor will 7. Yikes.
Yeah, that's pretty shit. Oh well.
Maybe you should have got that flank. Oh well.
Yeah.
So, those will not. Narzagon's turn again. The runes fire up once more, dealing another 40-10 of radiant damage to him because he is still on the bridge. For another beefy 27. He does not look happy to be taking this damage. Once more, he looks bloodied. But we come now to his turn, fully, and your shield, not Rhea, Lily. You feel the shield start to rattle in your hand, and it says, "Back." And he needs to make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Aha! You see that it looks nervous when it gazes upon the shield that you're holding in your hands. And you all hear the rattling of the words, but it doesn't seem to have an impact on you. But you see that the Nazugon
awesome.
looks worried at the sight of the shield, and so now it is frightened. So it is swinging at disadvantage, and it's
It also
going.
has to make another wisdom save.
Well, if it swings at you, so it is going to make 2 swings at you and 1 at Sindarin because a lance has a reach of 10 feet.
Oh shit.
1,
Sure does.
2. What's your DC? Is it higher than 15?
It is
Sorry,
16.
Sorry, it is 20 and an 18 because he has advantage on them. So 2 attacks, 1 and 2. So
God!
you will take 7 and 26 fire damage. Lily,
Let me math this.
so what's half of 26?
13.
There you go. 20 damage.
16. Yeah, 16.
20 damage.
Okay.
The 12 does not hit you.
Right, thank you.
Yep. And on Sindarin, 13 to hit.
Holy fuck! It actually misses.
All right.
That's like an 85% chance to hit.
Wow, and it was close too. It was.
Yeah.
Your AC sits right in the middle of those 2 numbers. Also, way to
it does actually.
way to lowball that.
You're the XCOM enemy.
Yeah,
Finn.
you are the XCOM enemy. Also, I like that it lowballed your damage. That's just sad.
I was holding out on the idea that I'll take hits, but I'm resistant to fire, so maybe I won't die immediately. But
Yeah.
I'd take quite a few of those hits.
And it... Oh, no, it's frightened. It can't move any closer. I was going to say it was going to cut Sindarin off from running, but it is frightened. Oh, wait, hold on. Stop. Strike that. Reverse it. Hellfire Lance, 22 to hit on Lily. Yes, okay. Sorry, for some reason I thought his other swing was lower. 12 is with the disadvantage, 13 is with the disadvantage on you. Okay, never mind. Everything's good. It is swinging at disadvantage. That is what it did. Lulu has to make another death save. Another pass. Lily, it looks frightened, and you heard the shield act on its own.
Right, okay. Okay. Ooh, decisions. I'm sorry, I was considering my options well before this, and I'm still. I think it'd be kind of silly to pop my wings now.
Is it?
It's an action to do so.
Now is probably the best time since it's swinging at disadvantage.
Yeah, but I can't like attack or anything.
No, but you can attack the next round.
If I survive the next round.
Now is the perfect time because it is swinging at disadvantage.
One hit can knock me down though, so all right.
If only you had
Yeah.
a healer.
I will. Well, I can't bonus action heal you.
Nope, you used all your healing.
Well, not all my spells, just my divine stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you have a bonus action heal, do you?
No, not until I get 3rd level spells. I could heal myself. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll use my last level 1 spell slot.
Is Cure Wounds a bonus action?
It's an action.
Is Radiant Soul an action?
I can use your action, yeah. Unless you want to house rule it, but
No. So you have to decide which one of those you did because you said you were.
Oh no, I was posting that so that I could read it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm healing myself. I'm just trying to struggle to outlast.
Okay. So you spend your action to heal. Anything else?
Nope, I still have Sanctuary up.
Alrighty, that means it's Valkarn's turn.
Should I use my auto crit to shoot this thing?
With a silvered arrow?
Yes, with a silvered arrow.
That's up to.
I'm gonna use my auto crit to shoot this thing.
Alrighty. Fire away.
I just have to roll the damage, right?
Yeah, and just click it twice so it'll roll out. There we go. Ooh, nice rolls on the second time.
Not bad at all.
So with a silvered arrow, it's going to be 24 sneak and 17. 34, 41. Yes. That is a solid hit. It catches it square in the chest, and you see the silver fire up. As well, it looks really, 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 really hurt.
And bonus action high.
Alrighty. It looks like it's back to right about where it had been before it healed itself.
And we have 2 attacking turns plus the runes before it can actually do anything. So we're in a good spot.
Rhea takes this time to try and stabilize Lulu herself. Because she doesn't have healing magic. She's like, how do you heal stab wounds? And she like sticks her finger in it. No, she doesn't know
it
what
wouldn't
to
make
do.
a difference, but it's a wisdom save. Wisdom check.
Yeah, no, you're right. It wouldn't make any difference.
I gave her a potion of healing.
Oh, well then, ignore that. She's gonna give Lulu the potion. I forgot you had done that. She reluctantly took it, but she did take it. Yeah, we had made a big thing about that, and she didn't want it initially, but she did take it. So Lulu flutters back up and she says, "I'm alive." Tink.
She hugs you with her Dumbo ears.
She hugs you with her Dumbo trunk.
Good thing
Okay.
I gave
That is
Rhea
kinda
that
cute.
potion.
How far away am I technically?
You
50
were
feet.
50 feet. Charge it.
Okay.
Kill steal this son of a bitch. Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot. Natural 20
Kill steal this son of a bitch.
for 13.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Can I use my natural my bank
It's
critical?
Not after if you've rolled it.
Okay.
So the first shot hits. It's one of those like cinematic. He staggers back, looks like he's about to drop to a knee, and looks like he's almost about to die. Tink's like, "I got this." Lines up a shot, fires the second bolt. It bounces harmlessly off the top of its helmet, and it doesn't go down.
If he wasn't wearing such a thick helmet, it'd be a damn good shot too.
Yep. Oh, that's why. It would have looked cool, but it bounces off the helmet. He went for that headshot and it missed. Anything else, Tink?
That's not gonna be super great. Yep, bonus action. I'm going to command Gadget to dash to engage. And we are going to go around him to give Lily flank.
Okay. Go ahead and put yourself behind the nightmare, or on the nightmare. Nope. Anything else?
That's it.
Let me make sure he can't stab you for entering his... But not two. Nope, okay. He doesn't have things like Sentinel or Polearm Mastery. Sindarin, it's your turn.
Since Tink just took my flanking spot, I'll move right behind him, and I have reach, so this is a flanking spot as well. Then I'll rail him with... Not bad, not
Jesus.
bad at all.
Yeah. So,
For 16 radiant damage.
Sindarin, you pass into the iris. How do you want to do this?
Sindarin just kind of stands there. He crosses his actual arms, then his astral arms just kind of reach for. One of them grabs his shoulder, the other one grabs his head and just twists it, snaps his neck. It is finished.
Yep. And so, the infernal entity goes down, crumples at Lily's feet. Combat is over.
I want to get my arrows back.
I'm still probably shaking where I'm standing, but trying not to look absolutely terrified.
Okay. How many shots did you fire?
3, 4.
4. You recover 1. Yeah, at the minimum, you always get 1 back. I was going to roll it anyways and cut it in half because of the really, really bad survival roll, but it defaulted to 1. So you pick pick back up one silver arrow. The others broke inside of this fiendish creature. Which, yes, you had to spend silver arrows, but this was probably a good use of them, especially that last shot.
Also, consider once we got into hell, we started going on like monster experience, don't we? If so, we would just get a decent pay.
Oh, I thought. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it kind of still has the map layout one, but yeah. Do you guys want to go on the experience track?
I'm fine with either. I think. I think.
Because I mean, the only thing of the experience track means you have to actually overcome challenges, and the bravely running away doesn't award experience. So you have to keep that in mind as well.
I think it's easier the other way.
Yeah, easier to track and all that fun jazz.
Okay. Because yeah, it has rules for both. There are sandboxy elements going later on, but here in Elturel, it's a little more structured still, so it's very viable to keep it where it is for now. And we can adjust if you guys want it when it gets to the more sandboxy part. But for now, you have defeated a powerful demon.
I'll just
Holy shit, it's dead.
Yeah, I just wipe my brow, give a nod to everybody who came back for me, and then I'll turn around and just like raise the sword. The threat's been dealt with.
I don't know about you, but I cannot walk through fire.
I imagine that's out by now.
Do you dismiss it?
Yes.
Okay, it is out.
I'm gonna check. Before we go across the bridge, I want to check the Narzagon's body for anything good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I figured that was.
Tink's gonna pick up the lance. If it's there.
Oh. Remember the days when monsters had loot tables on their bodies?
I was before all of that, I was planning on sprouting wings and trying to get it to chase me as I like flew around the fire to hide and escape.
Hey, so we ran a little over where our break would be. Do you guys want to take it now since Morphus stepped away?
Yeah, now's a good time, and we can get to it once you get back.
Yep. We'll take a quick 5.
Oh gosh, hey Ren, what CR was that?
13 on a 3 mount.
My dude, you are not supposed to be looking at their stats.
I had a quick peek. I was really curious. I didn't have a look at anything else though.
But yes, CR 13 on a CR 3 mount.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
Lulu told you it was bad news.
Yeah, skin of our teeth.
I mean, you're level 5. It's not as bad of a...
We also had a magic bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the magic bridge would have dealt like what, 80 something damage.
Well,
that did most of its.
Here's the nice thing that I liked about this too, is it has a once a day ability where it can just give itself or another creature 100 hit points. And so that really makes the fight economy a little bit better for it, because it's like, oh, you guys just spent 1 round wailing on its, pretty considerably high health, but now it can actually, get something done because it can just go, boop, I heal, lay on hands. It's just Paladin lay on hands. WoW Paladin.
Yeah, this was Oof.
It's easier when
Oof.
it's easier when you have a squad of ranged people who can just pepper bruisers down.
Yeah, having 2 ranged people is tremendous. Just getting all that free damage while they're safely hidden in the back is really...
Yeah, I think I also really pissed it off too.
You mentioned something that it got bonuses on its mount. Does it actually get like an extra swing or bonus damage if it's mounted? Like, is it a good idea to target the mount?
No, I didn't really have bonuses on the mount. It was just that the mounted combat rules are that the mount determines the movement.
Okay.
So he was using the nightmare to utilize his speed, and so the mount got it close enough that he could engage you in melee, and basically it used its full movement to get there. The next round, it would have been able to start stomping on people with its hooves, but it didn't get that far. You guys killed it.
It did a lot of damage to Lulu too.
It did. It stomped the hell out of Lulu for sure.
I think the nightmare actually really high rolled that attack. I'll just have a...
I think it did.
Yeah, I am gonna.
Actually, it lowballed its fire damage, but
I'm gonna go splash my face, and I'll be right back.
I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna be back as well.
Oh, I guess. Did I initiate a break?
A break more.
Yeah.
Okay. I initiated a break. Then I will be here.
Me too. I have a wireless headset, so I can technically be here whenever I go walking.
I was gonna say, don't take your headset with you when you pee, please.
I don't need to be in the bathroom with you.
Are you sure?
How do
There
you
might be
know
some
we
fun
haven't been
anecdotes.
already?
I don't need to know I'm in the bathroom with.
If it makes you feel any better, my push to talk key is V, so I can't actually talk when I'm away. I can hear everything though.
I take my mom to the bathroom all the time.
I'm going to guess this has to do with phone call.
Well, considering she lives 1,000 miles away.
I try to avoid that, but like if someone calls me like 4 times while I'm in there, like fucking one after the other, I'll angrily answer.
So I guess I will be casting a few identifies in the morning.
Yeah, I think so.
Did I forget to list it as a ritual in my my Roll20 stuff? I might have.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I had to splash my face with cold water. I was sweating and that.
No, it's fine.
It was a pretty intense fight.
I mean, we got the bridge. There was a lot of stuff in our favor, and that was still.
I mean, Lily said to run.
I did.
That's what Val did.
That was the plan too.
No plan.
I didn't know the nightmare could fly. I mean, I guess I should have known the nightmare could fly, but I didn't expect it to fly.
Yeah, that kind of threw a spanner in the works.
Tink's plan was literally put down the firewall so it can't see it, put down a grease spell right behind the firewall so it slips and falls, and keep going.
I mean, it worked out, right? Right?
I mean, the grease plan didn't work out because it just flew right over it, but we killed it, so yeah. And now we have a lance, and if this is magical, I'm going to work the shit out of it.
Plus, chances are he has decent armor on him too. That might be an upgrade for someone.
Yeah, that's
Take
why
on
I
the
checked
visage
out
of
the
a fucking
body.
Hell Rider.
I mean, he had 20 AC. And he wasn't using a shield.
Yeah.
But it's also a creature, so it doesn't follow the same rules.
On the plus side, if we harvest that there nightmare, we can turn our tubes into hammers. Or dice.
I want the lance, because now that gives me an excuse to have a martial weapon, and I'm mounted all the time.
So yeah, you can actually use it really easily.
Yep, and it means I could use a shield too.
Oh, I realized that my mic was still muted. Hi, I've been talking to you
Rin.
guys this
Hello.
whole time.
Hey,
So,
Rin,
yes,
had to-
hold on. I'm going to address a couple of things here. So, yes, he does have this armor, but you have to wear his cool Hot Topic gothy armor. It's going to look exactly like it does in the picture. Who wants to wear his Hot Topic gothy spiky armor?
What kind of
I
armor
would
is
if
it?
I could wear armor.
Plate armor.
Yeah, I can't wear plate.
Like full plate.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I'll make smith tools. I'll size it down to me.
okay.
You're going to carry that around?
I'm sure Gadget
Yeah.
has some storage capacity.
I don't think it does. Additionally, what of the 4 dark iron nightmare horseshoes that are all that remains are you planning to harvest?
Where in the hells wouldn't it
Nope.
have remained?
Mm-mm.
Rats.
This is not its plane of existence.
Dang. Okay, in that case, I'll just take the dark iron horseshoes.
What else are we taking off this guy?
Lance.
Everything.
A lance is not magical, it's just a lance.
I'm just going to check to see if
Well,
there's
I'm
any,
gonna
like...
add it to my
That's fine.
inventory.
So the lance morph does 1d12.
Yep.
I'm just going to check to see if it has any useful potions or anything.
Well, I already did an investigation check of 24.
That's fair. You're doing that.
Alright, so as you look over its corpse, you do see that it's got some really interesting looking spurs on its boots.
Okay. I will take the spurs.
That's all. They're very interesting.
And I will
looking
put them
spurs.
on.
And put them on?
No.
Okay.
They're gonna make noise. I'm not gonna put them on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ka-chink. Ka-chink.
Alrighty. That's it. That's everything on there. You now have access to the other side of Elturel.
Rin, I had to go splash my face with cold water. I was sweating in that.
Sweating bullets.
Sweating hard and shaking like crazy.
Yeah, I'm used to making you sweat hard and shake.
Not in this manner, though.
No, not in this manner. Anywho, hey, access to Torm's Reach. Do we all cross the bridge?
Yes.
Let's
With
start.
Sure.
with my bow out, and I'm looking around for another one of them assholes.
Asshole.
Yeah. We'll start leading the folks across, guarding them.
Alrighty. So you are we moving fast, quiet?
I don't
thought we
want to
just-
run into another one of those things.
Yeah, considering we just used most of our resources to kill him.
I've got one level 2 spell slot left.
So Rhea basically tells you that there are a couple of ways to get to the High Hall from here. Probably best to avoid the main alleyway, or the main roadway, that is. So she directs you guys up a little hill along the side, and basically you guys cut through. You guys are just going to be like winding through passageways and streets to get through there. Somebody give me another D10, please. 7. Give me one more. Because we don't need to find another one of those assholes, because they are also a random encounter. They are a random encounter, and we are not going to do another of that fight. Okay. What were you saying, Morph?
The armor is plate mail?
Plate armor, yes.
Question mark?
Mm-hmm. Full plate. Full plate.
Well, there is no listed full plate, sadly.
There absolutely should be.
Heavy armor is ring mail, chain mail, split mail, and plate mail.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Full plate is plate mail.
Yeah, it's like
The other ones are breastplate and half plate.
Yeah, so I can't. Breastplate and half plate are medium armor, but I can't wear the plate mail because
No,
that
this
has
is-
a strength requirement.
No, this is heavy armor. Yeah. All right. So, as you guys are making your way down, you can see the High Hall even from here. It still sits upon a higher elevation, but as you're making your way down these alleyways carefully, you end up hearing. Where is it? There we go. You end up hearing a voice shouting for help.
Yeah, Lily's gonna stop and start following it. Yeah. Scared, so scared.
Remember, just like Baldur's Gate, don't follow something down a dark alley.
Val rolls her eyes and follows Lily from afar.
Tink's gonna keep an eye out, but Gadget's going to keep pace with them.
So you guys round the corner down one of these alleyways, and what you end up seeing is there is a handsome young man, dark short hair, the well-kept shape of a beard starting to form, a slightly muscular frame. Looks like he might have been like a blacksmith in his early life, but he is backed into a corner, and what you end up seeing is there are two fiendish creatures that are approaching him. One is crouched down low. Its body looks grayish purple. It's scarred. It's got like a bushy mantle of fur around its shoulders and neck, but it has a putrid and infected looking goat head atop its shoulders, and the two of them are approaching slowly towards this man, looking like they have the intent to do him harm. Let's see, handout, hold on. Bloop. You see two of these guys approaching him.
Okay. I'm probably going to run up and try stabbing one in the back.
I will shoot at one with a regular arrow.
Tink
Rhea,
will also
Rhea.
take a shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rhea also nods. So everybody roll me a stealth check. Yes, because nobody's rolled one yet. So the four of you nod, and you make way to sneak up on these guys. Okay. So as you guys approach, you get ready. Rhea's foot kicks a rock, and the two fiends turn.
Oh, shit.
And of course, clop, clop, clop. And so the two fiends turn, hearing you guys approach. And Rhea looks like she's about to apologize before Gadget stomps its way in, whirring and gearing noisily. And so we will just roll initiative again. I'm not going to make a battle map for this one, but everybody's back on. I'm going to put everybody back on this map here. Oop. So let's roll initiative. We jump into another encounter.
Sorry, I think I need to give Gadget a grease treatment.
Give him some oils.
And Nat 1 initiative.
Let's pop the nerds down. One, two. Whispers. Turn off whispers. Rhea. Oh. Blue twice. It's a 5 for Rhea. Five. Descending. Val, you're up first. There's no surprise because Gadget is very noisy.
I'm gonna shoot the one to the right.
Alrighty. We don't need to worry about positioning. You guys are just down an alleyway. That's your short sword.
Oh, my bad. It's the same thing.
Okay, just don't want your damage to be messy. And roll.
It's the same
It's
thing.
the same thing. All right. Why sneak attack? Why?
A 2 and 2 1s.
Your sneak attack has been in the reds like you've
It's
rolled
been
one
it's been
every single
decreasingly
time.
it's been decreasingly bad except for that critical she rolled.
I mean,
Yeah,
at
I didn't
least
even. Yeah, that was the only time.
at least it's not double natural ones on a stealth check that you have advantage on.
True.
And I'm gonna bonus
All the
action.
hugs, Dido. All the hugs.
I'm gonna bonus action hide, and then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, that takes talent to fail.
By the way, are these regular or silver?
Regular.
Okay. Which is okay. You catch it in the shoulder as it turns to regard you, and you deal 13 damage to it. Oops! I just knocked that into the negs. That's not right.
Which one did you just hit? The
She shot
blue?
the blue.
Okay, cool.
It's 13. There we go. Okay. Anything else? I think you kid and you're all done.
Yep.
Okay.
Use my crappy sneak attack.
Okay. And I'm just going to say, for the sake of this, you guys are close enough to be within movement range for melee, for Lily and Rhea's sake, and Sindarin's too, because he's a punchy boy. So, it's your turn.
What was that? You cut out for the first half.
You
of
are
that.
you are within melee range, so you can walk up and attack them.
Okay,
but
cool.
that is a double-edged sword. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. The rotting appearance of this creature makes the air around it seem a little more toxic. But you are able to withhold your Constitution against it, and you are fine. You may act as normally.
Lovely. I'm gonna try and, like, if we pretend the alleyway is this wide, then I'll try and put my back up against the wall
Okay, that's
around
fine.
Blue Boy. And I'm not gonna put my arms, I'm just gonna try and wail on him.
Okay.
And... Oh, flurry of...
Okay.
Okay, what hits and what doesn't?
The 14 and 23 will hit. The 11 will not.
Cool.
Flurry of blows, you get an extra hit, two extra hits.
Oh, you are correct.
Yes, you're level 5. You should have an extra attack now, don't you?
I shouldn't have taken that.
Alrighty, roll me a d100, please.
Sorry.
Oh, it's
It
okay.
comes a 100.
Hey,
Not
that's how
good.
you killed my pet too.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. 73 on a melee. You lunge past an enemy, exposing yourself to his attack. An enemy you are attacking is able to use their reaction to perform an attack of opportunity. So you get the first two strikes in, and then you overstep, and it kind of sidesteps you, and it lashes its tail out. You can see that it's nice and barbed, and it just whips the tail out at you. And that's going to be a 15 to hit. So you are a creature. So I will need another DC 13 saving throw.
So close.
And so you are poisoned now. Where are you on here? There you are. So you will have the poisoned. I'll change that to something later because you're not dying. So you technically have a disease, but you have the poison condition. And it looks like where it had struck you starts to immediately fester and boil up. It looks like it's a necrosis effect. So you start seeing the area around the injury start to peel and die immediately. It's like an accelerated necrosis.
Lovely.
Yep. And we'll do the rest of the nasty effects after a long rest, huh? All right. Well, not a long rest, but in a day's time. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Lulu flies in on this side, and she says, "Don't worry, I got this. Charge!" And she flies in. She's gonna headbutt the red one. Why did I close the sheet?
Focus fire,
I think
you
they're
silly elephant.
Focus fire. Okay. She flits around to this side and headbutts this one in the blue.
Rin,
Yes.
I don't mean to be that guy, but I think there is one thing that has to be done immediately for that.
Which part?
The reduction to his maximum hit points.
Oh, was there?
At the very bottom on a failed save.
I think that's after the first 24
Yeah, I
hours.
think that's after the gestation. That's why I overlooked it too. On a failed save, the target's hit point maximum is reduced by 1 before the target.
Yeah, because it's talking about if the disease ends or gets worse.
Yeah.
I think.
I thought it was just that it gets to
No. Hold on. So, while poisoned in this way, the target sports festering boils, coughs up flies. Ew, you cough up flies. It sheds rotting skin. And the target must repeat the saving throw every 24 hours that elapse. On a successful save, the disease ends. On a failed save, the target's hit point maximum.
I might be reading it wrong. I don't know.
Well, It's a wording question because normally, like, I can pull from my experience of the way old diseases worked was they had a primary and a secondary effect, kind of like how old poisons used to work. And basically, the way it reads to me is my brain reads it like how 3.5 would have worded it, where the after 24 hours they would need to make another save, and the effects of the disease is secondary, which is the maximum hit points would kick in every 24 hours.
DM interpretation, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
I will go with that. Yeah.
that's, and like I said, that's why I didn't bring it up, because that's the way I read it. Is that it? Because it's not a poison, so it doesn't have an immediate effect. It's got a really nasty, long lasting thing that is much more of a hindrance if you don't have a paladin in your group. You become laughable when you have paladins in the group.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so in 24 hours, we would have to deal with that. But for now, he's fine.
Good catch, though, Morph.
Yeah, no, it's okay to bring that stuff up because it does need to be addressed. Lulu headbutts. Oh, actually, she can trumpet 3 times per day. So she angles herself and she showers you with glitter. Do-do-do. You are not an evil creature, right? And darn,
Nope.
stare.
Unless you count chaotic as evil, but otherwise
No, actually, the way that alignments work, it is not, in fact, it's considered evil, unless you have evil
Good.
next to chaotic evil, which I hope you don't. Stare?
I sure don't.
Remember when
I think the
had to
only
be
person who
awful.
has to worry around Lulu is Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkarin, don't play in the glitter, okay? But I think she's...
Glitter's not her type.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's goth glitter. Goth glitter. So Lulu fires that off. Since they are evil creatures, they have disadvantage on the glitter cannon. It is a wisdom constitution. Oh, man, of course. Because Papa Nurgle protects, these creatures of disease have great constitutions. Not that it matters, because they roll under Lulu's DC. They will take the full 48 plus.
You say great, but it's only +3.
I mean, they have a 17 con.
Yeah, true.
Papa Nurgle blesses. 4d8 plus 4. Bloop. Wow, Lulu.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, it's not terrible. There's going to be 17. But yeah, she glitter cannons the 2 of these, and they're like, it's too cute! And she'll hang out over there. But now...
I am really happy that this elephant kills things with humor.
Mm-hmm. She kills them with kindness. And so this one, being very annoyed that she did that, will tail whip. Chow. That's going to hit her for 11 piercing. And she's going to be like, oh no! Oh. What potion was that you gave Rhea, by the way? Was it just a regular one?
Probably not enough to stop that.
Yeah, it was a regular.
3d4 plus 4. Yep. She goes, oh no! And then flops to the ground. Oop. Change yours now. Don't need that. There we go. And so she's down again. She glitter cannons and then goes down immediately.
Question, do I go first before that thing, or...
Oh, yes, you would
Actually,
have.
yeah, you would.
You would have gone before Lulu, too. Sorry, you did bring that up until now.
I did not even see it until
I didn't
now.
either. I didn't either because it was the 2 of... I saw the 2 of them and not yours. I'm sorry about that. So yes,
that's fair.
you can go, but it would have been the red one that struck her. But we can rewind that to your turn because it would be your turn. Do you want to flank there, or are you going to be on the other one? You good there? Good there. Okay. Swing away. Please take your turn. Stop trying to tell you how to play. 15 to hit will hit.
19 was a flank, assuming
Yes,
this goes
19.
before Lulu's death.
Yeah, this does come before Lulu's death. And not death, dying. 19 and 21 will both hit. So that will be 19 damage. It is still standing. But it looks really, really hurt. Oh, sorry. I need a con save from you, please. 11. Okay.
Well,
So around the rotting presence, you need to do that. So it's going to be 1d6 necrotic plus 2, because there is another of these goat boys within range that's going to amplify its aura. 1d6. So you will take 4 necrotic.
I will take 2.
Resistance. Yep. So it is really, really hurt. It looks like it is having a bad time. 19 damage to it. Let's try that again. Roll 20. Now let me actually put right number in. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's all I got.
Okay.
But next turn I will be healing.
So yeah, the barbed tail flaps out, knocks Lulu over. So the flanking with her is gone. The Muluzeu in the middle here, not liking that you are beating on it. Actually, when this one knocked Lulu over, it would shift over here because it can do that without provoking anyone. So the injured Muluzeu with flank now will swing on you with its tail and not get anywhere close, which will be its turn. Rhea will need to now make a con for being within the proximity of the funk. She will also take 1d6 plus 2 necrotic. She will take 7 necrotic for being in funk. She will come up here. Probably should just get rid of this dead nightmare, huh? Yeah, there we go. Not that we're actually using the map, but it helps for positioning for us. Rhea comes up. She brings her silvered greatsword around with both hands. It's a 13 to hit on this one.
23.
23, flanking. Thank you. Thank you, I remember things. 15 to hit as well. So she deals a whopping 12 damage to it. It's that one. She swings, chops. It looks really hurt, but it is not dead. Tink!
Okay, yeah. Tink's gonna take 2 pot shots at the blue. Actually, we'll see first. Natural 20
Nice.
or a natural 20?
I'm gonna say neither of those hit. Nah, you're good. So for the blue one, you fire that shot off. Gets it right in the eye. A little bit of putrid yellow gunk shoots out. Falls over dead.
All right, then I will take aim at the second one with my...
Another natural 20. Natural 20. No, just a regular 20.
Just a soft 20
Dirty 20.
for 11 piercing.
11 piercing. It's a solid hit. The young man who had been backed into the corner lets out a ah and runs in, tries to punch this thing.
Oh, and then I'm gonna have Gadget get in range.
Okay. He runs in. He comes in on the other side of Gadget, which would now give me flanking to make this not look as pathetic as it would be. And so he runs in. He punches it with his beefy arms, dealing a solid 2 points of damage to it.
I also think I needed to make one of those.
One of the. No, it would have been starting in the.
Oh, only starting, not entering.
Nope, just starting.
Okay.
Because I told them they were within melee range of it.
Well, then just remember the 20 if it survives.
Nope.
No.
No.
Yeah, proficiency anyways. Whatever.
Yeah, he'll be fine. 11
I'm
days.
good. 11 days.
11 days is the longest any kobold lives.
I finally got there.
You finally got there?
I'm finally catching up.
Oh, I'm genuinely impressed. Let's see. That's for you, Max. Definitely not sidetracked. Tink is done. Valkarin.
I'm
Mate.
going to shoot the red one.
Shoot the red. Shoot. 16 will hit.
Well, I'm hidden, so 20.
Well, 16 will hit, so 20 will definitely.
17. Then bonus action hide.
17, bonus action hide. You catch this, you catch it in the neck, and it also goes down.
As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to go over to Lulu and use my healing hand.
Lulu bounces back up and she says, "I'm alive! Thank you, friend!" And she hugs you.
You're welcome. Please be careful. I don't have much left in me for today.
Sorry, I'll do my best.
Don't be sorry. I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of you, too.
Thank you.
You're great.
You're
Can I
great.
take over and check on the person, the guy?
She seems to want to kill herself the quickest way possible, though.
What? No. Suicide's a sin. You'll go straight to hell.
Have you looked around?
That wasn't in character. Yeah, so once the combat ends, you see that this young man who had punched the demon before you shot it is still standing there. He looks very relieved. He says, Thank you all for coming. I don't know what would have happened if those two had dragged me off. I was trying to make my way to the High Hall.
Well, we all are.
He looks and he notices the other groups and he says, Oh good, yes.
We've acquired quite the escort, but we are heading that way, yes.
I want to recover some arrows.
Absolutely. How many shots did you make? 2?
2.
Okay. Roll a d100 for me. You get both back.
You recover 84 arrows.
You recover 84 arrows.
I'd like to try and harvest these things. They don't have an entry on the creature loot PDF, so that's up to you. Even if you just grab their tail.
I don't even want to touch those things.
Did you say this guy was pretty?
I said handsome.
Same thing.
Yeah. He's an
He's a
attractive...
burly lad.
He's an attractive male.
Having one of the bloody arrows in my hand, I'm gonna go up to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about ropes?
He just looks at you and he's like, I'm sorry?
Fucking tie yourself up.
Tie yourself up, slave.
This is a new one, I think.
How do you feel about ropes?
I feel that they're useful for work. He looks over to the others. He's like, "Help me, please."
You cut out there a moment. What do you say?
He looks over to the group with a like, "Help me, please" kind of face.
I mean, I have manacles if you prefer.
Kind of gives another concerned look, like, "What?"
Um,
Rhea walks
they-
over, puts a hand on your shoulder, Val, and she's like, "Down, girl. Hi. We're also heading to the High Hall."
I'm gonna lean over to Valkarin. Do maybe you want to like line this with like fuzzy stuff so it doesn't hurt so much? Or you know what? Never mind. I pretend I didn't say anything. Sorry.
I'm so lost. What?
I asked if you wanted to line the manacles with fuzzy stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not into fuzz.
What about glitter?
No,
Can we put glitter on the handcuffs?
no,
That'll make it
no
really
glitter.
fun.
No glitter. Thanks, Lulu, but no glitter, please.
I mean, alright. But I'm just saying glitter makes everything better.
But just not in my direction, please.
Why?
I
Do
mean-
you not like glitter?
I'm allergic to glitter.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that.
I realize that I have not been using these, so as soon as we get moving again, I'm going to start using my divine senses to try and get a sense if there's like anything approaching us.
That's actually a good idea.
Radar pings for
link
demon.
link your divine sense, please. And the appropriate term is fiend, sir?
Devil, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
the appropriate term is fiend.
Fiend, whatever.
But the young man introduces himself as Orin. He tells you that he's a blacksmith, or he was a blacksmith before being pulled here, and he was trying to make his way to the High Halls.
Say, do you happen to carry smithing tools on you?
Unfortunately, I left them at my shop.
And which direction is that in?
He kind of looks around and he says, it's the north.
We'll get these people back
Rhea-
to the High Hall, and
Rhea
then we
looks
can
up
start
and she says,
looting the
what was
countryside.
the name of your shop? I'm from around here. Maybe I can help us get back. And he says, no, that's quite all right. I'm more worried about getting to the High Hall, really. There were too many of those fiends around.
So what you're saying is the place is infested.
Yes, quite infested.
And do I believe him?
You may roll. Let's see here. Because I make arbitrary rolls when we ask questions like this. Hold on. One sec. Is he a liar?
Everybody lies.
That's true. Where are you, commoner stats? Ah, they're not. Or hold on. Maybe I was just typing it wrong. Who knows? D&D Beyond. There we go. Okay. That's what I needed. Yeah, you believe him. He sounds very genuine in his desire to not go back north. It sounds like it's not safe up there. You guys came from the north. You know how bad it is up there.
I'm gonna like pause and stiffen and then just kind of glance over to him. What did you say your name?
I'm Orin.
Oh, your real name?
Orin?
You're not from Elturel, are you?
What are you talking about? Of course I'm from Elturel. Like,
I,
where else would I be from? And he looks you right in the eyes, and I'm gonna need a saving throw from you, please. The saving throw I will need is a wisdom saving throw, please.
24.
Yeah. So he looks you in the eyes and he says, I don't know what you're talking about. Of course I'm from Elturel. And you feel the magic kind of wash over you briefly, and then there's nothing.
I will just kind of like lift the blade kind of defensively. Try that again, fiend.
He holds
And
his
it won't go
hands
well
up and
for you.
he says, whoa, first of all, I take offense to that kind of comment. If I were a fiend, those things would have not tried to kill me.
Oh, I never said you were a demon.
Well, that's
Just a
also
fiend.
presumptuous. Those were demons, and he gestures to the corpses.
So does that make you a devil then?
No.
Do I need to tie him up?
I don't think your ropes are strong enough.
He's a fiend.
Try the manacles.
He's
instead.
masquerade.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should have told you that. I was going to be like, well, you don't know what it is, but yes, Lily, he does ping as a fiend.
Okay.
I thought I could play it up as you don't know what it was. It just buzzes, but no, it does say. You don't know what kind of fiend, but it does ping as a fiend.
Yeah, definitely a fiend.
He holds his hands up and he says, let's be reasonable, friends. I'm not here to do any harm to you. You rescued me.
You're also masquerading as a person. Why?
I'm in a city amongst humans. Of course I'm going to be looking like one of them. It's probably why those devils or demons tried to hurt me. Not every fiend is out to do nefarious things. Okay, that's not true. But it doesn't mean that I'm out to do something nefarious right now.
To be fair, just look at Valkyra.
Exactly.
He has a point.
Exactly. The first thing she said she wanted to do was awful lewd things to me. Can you believe that? Let's focus on her.
I think we're
It's
going to
alright if it's
focus on
consensual.
you.
What?
The word is consensual.
So, why are you in Elturel?
I'm here for business. I was here for business. I'm here for business, and my business was interrupted. I'm looking to reach the high halls
Why?
for business.
What business?
It's not any of your concern, but if you take me there, I'd be very grateful. I could even reward you. I'm not there to do any harm to the people that may or may not be inside.
Then what is your business?
I can't tell you that.
Then I think maybe you should leave Elturel.
Well, you drive a very hard bargain.
We could tie him up.
Your ropes wouldn't be strong enough.
I have manacles.
Your manacles wouldn't be strong enough.
She has a shield. And he points at Lily.
He looks at the shield and
That
says,
have to do with anything?
as a matter of fact, she does. wouldn't want to part with that, would you? I'm more than willing to make a deal.
I do
Make
not.
it do the scary thing.
I can offer you something incredibly powerful in exchange.
There's no answer. I'm just like staring, and I'm not attacking yet, but I'm just watching very close.
Mm-hmm. No? It's a no on the shield, then.
You haven't said any. I have no way of trusting you.
I mean, of course not. We're in hell. But
Yes, we are.
I can give you my word that I'm not out to do any ill. If I wanted to do any harm to you, I could have. I'm talking to you right now. Have you seen any other fiends actually take the time to converse?
Isn't that what they usually do?
No, you haven't been in hell very long, have you? You're on Avernus. This is an eternal battleground. This is where all the soldiers and warriors who fight against the hordes of demonic incursion come. This isn't the place where they deal with the subtleties in politics. You're in the wrong layer, I'm afraid. There might be some, but they're more than likely to just string you up with good ropes and drag you off to a slave pit or a spawning pool.
A spawning pool?
Oh yes, they'll need to make more devils to fight in the war. Nasty business, really.
I didn't know fiends could breed with humans.
Breeding probably isn't the word.
Is it some sort of magical thing?
Sure.
All things in nature are magical,
Mm-hmm.
if you really think about it.
If you really think about it, and Lulu's like, that's sweet. Love is a type of magic. Do they fall in love? He looks at Lulu. He's like, no, they do not.
I mean, technically, it's possible.
I mean, sure, if that's what you wish to believe.
But you're right about one thing. Every fiend we've come across has had bad intentions for the people here.
Mm-hmm. Devils tend to do that.
Should we be on our way or should we kill him?
Well,
We can take him to where he wants to go. Then we can interrogate him further.
no, he tried to charm me.
I tried to protect
just
myself.
look at that chiseled jawline, sorry.
Why are you arguing for him?
Oh, please continue.
All I'm saying is, perhaps it's not wise to get into yet another fight at this current point in time.
I mean,
Thus, we
Why
could
don't you leave the city? Why don't you leave the city with your life, where you can't die permanently?
I'm not really worried about that here.
I mean, Thirstwell tried to charm me and I didn't kill him right away.
Thirstwell wasn't a fiend.
I don't know what's going on.
Neither do
This
I at this point.
uh,
What's a thirst well?
A pet of mine.
Oh, well,
I
fantastic.
actually want to insight that. Does he genuinely not know who Thirstwell is? Like,
Certainly. Yeah, he has no idea who the human Thirstwell is.
okay, cool.
again, I make you the offer. Leave the city. Swear you leave the city, and we don't have to fight.
I swear on my life as a good-natured individual that I will leave the city and never return.
Okay, now get it in writing because he's not good natured.
You could at least follow that statement up with walking in the opposite direction.
I suppose I could. Well, I suppose I should at least thank you for saving me.
I'm curious though. What exactly are you?
Oh, don't worry about that. You're not interested in helping me complete my thing, and I promised to leave, didn't I? It was on pain of my life, after all. Off I go, and he dramatically throws a hand over his forehead and starts to walk around you all to make his way out of the alley. I shall go. My mission incomplete.
I need
I
to
pray-
insight check.
I
This
pray
is.
that
I feel
my
like I should have advantage.
Infernal lords will take pity on my soul for failure. And he's walking away.
We'll see him again.
You believe that he is honest. He is leaving. He's making a dramatic show of it, but he is leaving. And
I don't want to see him again because, quite honestly, the way he was putting up a act and dealing with that, I feel like we weren't going to be able to take him.
I don't know.
That's why I
He's a
suggested
fiend.
Rhea chimes in and she
investigating
says,
further.
but he was making a real effort to not get into a confrontation with us.
Do you think we should have taken him down?
He might have some sort of deal to not get into altercations while up here, perhaps. Whoever he's working for.
All I'm saying is, if he was capable of dealing with us, he would have tried. Every other fiend up until this point has.
That's true.
I'm not sure that he was actually out to do anything wrong, as strange as that sounds. Not directly. He's a fiend. Of course he's out to do wrong, but I think in this instance he was being truthful and being caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, that's not exactly what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is I'm a kobold. I know when someone's fearful, and he was not exactly intimidated by Lily calling him out. So,
oh no,
if that means he can take us, then that's that.
I mean,
But-
no, yeah, I mean, I don't.
He also
know.
said he wasn't worried about dying here.
No,
Which
yeah.
means he is of a different plane.
Deepest, maybe.
Or
Demons
we
fight
could
each other
go
all the
under
time.
the we could
We
go
could
under the
speculate all
assumption that
day,
by
or we
that
could get these
wording,
people to the High Hall.
Yes.
Yes,
we should proceed. We don't
we
wanna
should proceed to the high
spend any
hall.
more
That
time out.
On a different note, like 10 minutes ago, I made a survival check to try and rip a tail off one of those demons.
Those ones, they're so gross.
yeah, it's real gross and it smells funny and it doesn't look like it's very salvageable.
Please don't
Are-
salvage the rot demons.
I mean,
You
notice that they like, as he does pull it up, he's like, "Look, I got a tail." You see that his little festering wound, like a fly crawls out of it and buzzes away.
put down the tail, please.
Perhaps we can research it to further prevent illness.
I am I don't
You
I
throw
don't
up in
want to
your
take
mouth
that
a
thing
little
into
bit.
the high hall. I do. I vomit a little
As the
bit more rage.
researcher, I say no.
Fine.
As the scientist,
drop
I
the
say
tail.
nay.
Thank you. And I will reach out and I will do my ASMR ability to lesser restoration and cures.
Excellent. Link Lester Restoration, please. And end one disease. All right. So it ends automatically, and you are no longer afflicted with this awful rot.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And so we are running over the time, but we will address the approach of reaching the High Hall here and call it a conclusion. You all make it up the hilltop, and you see this cliff top was once. Oh, hold on, let's link this first. Boop. There you go, the High Hall. This cliff top was once the crowning architectural jewel of El Terrell. Only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, though they appear abandoned. The wooden gates that once led into the castle grounds have been shattered, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. The west side of the castle has been reduced to a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. The surviving buildings are blackened by soot. At the center of the castle grounds, a High Hall Cathedral stands defiant. So our closing shot shows this ruined fortress, but the cathedral that's built into the castle grounds still seems to be standing. That's where we'll end for today.
Guys, we survived.
I never had
Yeah,
any
we
downs.
I didn't get hit.
Guys, I survived.
Yeah, what a
I
doozy.
got hit by myself.
We need a long rest.
Yep. Some of you do.
Yes.
Val's like, I didn't get hit at all. What are you talking about?
I'm very much out of spell slots, yes, and I could make your bow magical at the end of the long rest.
Yeah. Karen's like, I'm fine, thanks. Keep going. Matt Colville's playing Star Citizen. Thought that was just in dev hell forever.
No, apparently that's been out for a while.
Damn, I kind of want
I've been seeing people talk about it in one of my Discord.
I kind of want to waste money on it because I remember 8 years ago, it was all the thing to throw money at, waiting for it to be finished. All right, I don't want to throw money at it. I have a house or a apartment to worry about soon. Alrighty. So we are done. We are going to go grade out Blackout Tabletop RPG because they are playing Blackout. I like that game and I would love to play it someday. Throw some people over to check them out because they're good peoples. That's Durate Figgy's space game morph, if you didn't know.
Oh.
They are working on their own RPG, and it's called Blackout.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's a cool rule system and stuff. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and raid them, give them some love, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Curse of Strahd.
Hey everyone, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good